you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't want to give one piece of advice.
Yeah,
I want to give a lot of advice because there's a lot that I have learned.
Yeah.
A few things, there's the simple things. Be on time, say thank you, be respectful, and be a good listener. That is, I think, some of the biggest things that bother me when people don't do it. Don't doubt yourself. I think that maybe it's because we're women. I don't know why, but I think we have a much higher tendency to doubt ourselves than probably our male counterparts. Maybe there's data that shows that's not true, but
you just doubted yourself.
I just doubted myself.
That shows it's not true.
So, but I would venture to guess that, and I think I went through it as well. I still go through it.
Yeah.
I think we question ourselves. We doubt ourselves, especially when you find yourself in a room full of men. And I wish if I was doing it all over again, someone had told me not to doubt myself. Or if you're finding yourself doubting yourself, reassure yourself that you know what you're doing, because you do.
Yeah.
And
hard to do that when you have two older brothers who are beating you
well,
up.
Again, you got to break the cycle. You got to break the cycle. But yeah, that's probably where it started. And I think that, look, growing up in the 80s in Boston, you end up fitting a certain mold. And obviously I love all of my family. I love everybody. Boston is in my blood through and through. But I've lived in New York for now as long as I've lived in Boston. And I think that I have seen a different side. And I think Boston has changed a lot, as we all have over the years. But I definitely think that you got to find your voice and don't be shy. Don't let anybody tell you that you are less than what you think you are. And again, it's something I try to remind my kids, especially the don't be late part. I have zero patience for people that are late. I know it's a little thing, but it really gets me. So I think there's the little things and then there's the bigger things. But, and also you'll be okay.
What's your favorite thing about being a woman?
My favorite thing about being a woman is being a mom. And being a working mom. I am so proud. I've had this conversation with my friends. Some of my friends chose not to go back to work after they had their kids. I obviously chose to continue working. And for me, being a working mom is my favorite part of being able to show my kids that women can be in powerful roles while also being loving and supporting moms it is my greatest pride and joy. And I think for Mark and Sophia growing up, they will hopefully see me in their future selves or spouses. But being a working mom, it is so tough. It's so much harder when they're younger. My kids now being teenagers, it's just the best. And I'm so glad. I don't regret it for a minute, even though you talk about self-doubt. I think you spend the first 10 years questioning whether you're doing the right thing. For me, at this point in my career and as a mom, I know that I did the right thing because I see the way the kids treat me, talk about me, their friends talk about me, their friends come over and want to talk about Red, they want to talk about gaming, they want, and they're like, wow, your mom can talk about things that my mom can't. And I think,
well, it helps when their mom has a cool job.
Exactly. Yeah. I would say being a working mom is my favorite part of being a woman. And I'm realizing as I get further and further in my career that all of those decisions that I made when I was younger and questioning myself were all worth it.